أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين ربي اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي ربي زدني علما وأجمعين آمين اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Welcome to class number 43. We'll continue our understanding of maf'ulun bihi, or the objects used in verbal sentences or jumla fi'liya. We are on lesson number 6, inshallah, and today we will, if Allah wills, finish the tamareen, or the exercises, beautiful exercises that prompts our mind to think about them and understand the concept of transitive verbs. What are transitive verbs? Transitive verbs are verbs that need maf'ulun bihi, or objects. And in lesson number 5, number 6, we understood that the objects, or the maf'ulun bihi, will come as nouns, and those nouns could be damirun muttasilun, right? In lesson number 6, we are learning about damirun muttasilun, or attached pronoun, coming as objects. We had finished the lesson, and in the last class Nama, you gave an idea of bringing in, and Jazakallah for bringing 2 examples from Quran where damirun muttasilun has been used as objects. The first ayah that we will inshallah analyze, both of them are very easy, and given we are in book 2 and we've been practicing and learning, I say independently, if each one of us who've been learning or with us since the beginning should be able to at least understand and grammatically analyzed, I say 60 to 70%. Alhamdulillah, it's possible, because we already learned the concept of inna. We know what inna is, right? Harfu taqid wa nasbin, particle of emphasis, and allazina is ismu mawsula and coming as ismu inna mansub. So immediately the beginning of the ayah we should be able to identify that, and kafaru is your khabar inna. You have already learned that concept in the beginning of book 2. So this should be easy for us to understand. Indeed, surely, verily, those who have disbelieved, sawaun, it's equal for them, it doesn't really matter for them, alayhim, on them, anzartahum. Now here is it, anzar anzartahum. I'm breaking it. Anzartahum. Whether you warn. Warn who? Right? It's transitive verb. Warning. To be warned. And remember, how do we identify a transitive verb? We ask two questions, what and whom. So, you warn whom? Whom. Whether you warn them. Whom. Whom coming as maf'ulun bihi. Where is the file in where is the file in anzartahum? Anzar. Anzar is the is the fail. Is the fail. Is the verb. Where is the file? Ta. You. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, whether you want ta, you want, you're warning, whom? Them, right? Whether you want them, now remember in book 2, whenever there is harfu istifham, comes and then comes, if and or, we have to separate the two. We have to bring the first thing and then we bring the second thing. So, it's the same concept here. This is istifham, whether you want them, or lam tunzirhum, they have not been warned, la yuminun, they are not going to believe. They are not going to believe. We are not going into too much detail. Yuminun is fail mudare. Now, come to think of it, and this is very important for us to understand, and specifically in Quran. Tunzirhum we have not covered. This is majhul, which is probably we will learn later in book 2. Whenever in Quran the fail mudare comes, we call it present tense. But always think, stop and think, the fail mudare was used at that time when Prophet ﷺ was alive. The message that's given in that fail mudare, you will always find is still valid today. So, nobody should think that the fail mudare or the present tense that had been used in the past is not valid today, because it was present tense then and now is past tense because it was done in the past. Nobody should think about it, because the message, if we think about it, isn't it true today as well? People who are going to disbelieve, it doesn't matter for us whether we want them or we don't want them, they are not going to believe in it. That message is still true today. So when we claim as Muslims that Quran is for all the times until the end of day, this is how we can prove it. This is our proof. Nobody should say this ayah revealed 1400 some odd years ago, present tense is past now. A lot of people basically say that it's old. I mean, the message is not valid today. No, everything is valid today. The situation that happened then, happening now, and will continue to happen until the next day. Allazina yu'minuna, those who have believed, bil ghaib, on the unseen, in the unseen, va, and we know that, we know what vav means, we know what allazina means, we know yu'minuna is mudare, and bil ghaib we know, unseen, wa yuqimuna salata. Now, they established, yuqimuna, they establish, it's fil mudare. Is it a transitive verb? Establish what? As-salata. Va Mimma we have done. Wow, we know is harfu atfin, we have learned that. So 60% of this ayah or 65% we should be able to understand it and analyze it. Mimma is min plus ma, and from what? Min plus ma. Razaq na hum. Razaq na hum. We are learning this thing here. Razaq is your fail, na is your file, we have provided whom? Them. Provided what? Or whom? Whom? Yunfiqun, they spend from it, right? Yunfiqun, and it's fail mudare, and wow is the file here. So these are just two examples, but in the entire Quran, with the knowledge that we are learning, we should be able to understand the fail, file, and the maf'ulun bihi. Now the Quran is going to be opening for us. Even we are in book 2, I believe most of us who've been 42 lectures or 43 lectures, 50-60% we should be able to understand it and at least identify some particles, some nouns, some verbs, how they are coming, what is the structure of the ayah, and should be able to at least get some idea of the grammatical analysis of it. We'll start the Tamareen, lesson number 6. Page number 38, exercise number 1. So the strategy we've been following is using the Madina books, even though these books are not specifically written to understand the Quran directly, but the grammar that we are reading, the concept that we're reading through the Madina books, we are applying them on the Quran. So the two are, we are establishing a bridge between the two. That's what we are doing, right? So we would not have understand these ayahs or anything that we read in Quran unless the grammatical concept we've been learning in these books. This is how we have been strategizing our course all through along. This is how we are strategizing it. Page number 38, inshallah. Ajib anil as'ilatil atiyati, answer the following question. Ayya suratin hafiza Sa'idun. How many surah, or sorry, which surah Sa'id memorized? Which surah he memorized? Suratul Rahmani, right? So we say Hafiza Sa'idun Suratul Rahmani. Hafiza, he memorized. Sa'idun, Hafiza Sa'id. When I say Hafiza Sa'idun Suratul Rahmani, where is the file? Sa'idun. Sa'id memorized. Memorized what? Surata. Mafulun bihi, right? Not suratu anymore. Surata. Suratul Rahmani. Surah of Rahman. Number 2. Kam ayatan min suratin nabai hafizat Maryamu. How many ayah from Suratun Naba Maryam memorized? How many? Sitta asharata ayat, right? So we know that. Masmul mujallati. What is the name of magazine? Allati, which qaratha Maryam read fil maktabati, in the library, bi ayyi lugatin hiya, and in which language it was, right? Ismuha al-Islamu, its name was Islam, al-Islam, wahiya bil lughatil inkiliziyati, and it was in English language, right? Man Laila hiya al-khadimatu, she was the servant, right? So, this is the exercise number 1 is basically prompting us to read the question, understand it, go back to the lesson and answer it. Number 2, da is fe'lu amrin, put hadha al alamati, this sign, the check mark, amam al jumla sahih, in front of the correct sentence, wa hadha al alamati, and this alama, the cross mark, amam al jumla ghair sahih, in front of the incorrect sentence. Ma farihal mudarrisu bi sa'idin, what is this ma here? Harfu nafi. The teacher was not happy with Sa'id. Ma farihal mudarrisu bi sa'idin, this is the jumla failure, right? Is it true? No, because we know Sa'id said to the mother fa farihal mudarrisu, so the teacher was very happy. And he also said kasiran, very happy with me. Number 2, Maryam jav'a, Maryam is hungry. That is true, she was hungry because she asked Layla to bring a piece of bread, the last sentence of the lesson. Kharajat Maryamu minal madrasati ba'da salatu zuhri. Kharajat Maryamu, Maryam left minal madrasati, from the school, ba'da, after salatu zuhri, ba'da salatu zuhri, after, and that is correct. Yes, that's what she said to the mother. Surat al-Rahmani atwalu min Surat al-Hadid. Surat al-Rahman is longer than Surat al-Hadid? No, that's not correct. So, we put a cross check there. Aminatu wa Fatimatu wa Su'adu zamilatu Maryama. Are they colleagues of Maryam? Yes, because the mother asked Maryam, where is Amina, Fatima and Su'ad. So, we put a check mark there. So, again exercise number 2, we have to read the statement or the question that is being asked, whether or the statement which is correct or not correct, and then we have to put a suitable sign in front of it. Number 3, Ajib anil as'ilatil atiyati, answer the following questions. Now, here we have to create our own answers, because Dr. Saab is giving a tricky exercise. The first and second are related to the lesson. So, we know what is the situation there, but in exercise number 3 he is asking us to create our own answers. So, what is the number first? Number 1, azahabta ila al madrasati al yawma, azahabta ila al madrasati al yawma, did you go to the school today? Very good, Rizwan bhai, did you go to the school? If you said yes, naam, zahabtu, yes, I went, zahabtu. Or if you want to elaborate more, you can say naam zahabtu ila al madrasati al yawma, yes, I went to the school today. Number 2, mata raja'ta min al madrasati, raja'a, what is the meaning of raja'a? To return. Mata means when did you return? Min al madrasati, from the school, when did you return from the school? Now, I could have returned from the school after Salatul Fajri, Salatul Zuhri. So, if I want to say I returned, what do I say? Rajatu, right? Rajatu ba'da Salat al Asri, for example, or Salatul Zuhri. Number 3, ayya, which suratin. Now, why I am saying suratin? We keep repeating these small little concepts because as a student of Arabic language, our mind now is beginning to train or thinking about when we are reading even Quran, we should be asking why this noun is marfu, why this is mansoob, why this is majroor, what is the grammatical, curiosity, right? As a student now, I mean, before we would probably would just read it and just move on with it, right? Yeah, exactly. We caught this one, right? So now our mind is like thinking, okay, it's trained. Why this is majroor here, or why this is mansoob here? What is the significance? What is the grammatical value? Okay, that's why. And okay, if this is the grammatical value of it, then what are the emotions or the colors behind this statement? Oh, is it mansoob because of inna? Okay, that means there's emphasis there, right? So this is how we do it. So ayya comes. First of all, I would question myself. Ayu is the basic form, right? Which ayu, but then I'm saying ayya, mansoob. So my first thing that I should think about, why is it mansoob here? And then suratin is the noun. Why is it majroor here, right? Then I continue and say qara'ta, you read. Then I say, okay, qara'ta is transitive, then it needs a maf'ulun bihi, right, which is mansoob. You read which, and I know, and so ayu becomes ayya because now it is acting as a maf'ulun bihi, and then suratin is majroor because after ayya we need mudafale because there are few particles like kullu, zu, ayu, we need mudafale after them, right? Zul jalali wal ikram, right? So then I say, okay, so that's what's going on in the sentence. You read which surah, and suratin is your mudafale. Hazal usbu'a. This is actually a very beautiful question because there's a lot of things going on, and trust me, once our mind is trained like this, which will take time. I mean, don't expect this to happen overnight. It will take, I say, many years, 2-3 years, if we continue to practice. But then once our minds are sharpened that way, our IQ level will go up, and even in your jobs you'll be far ahead than your colleagues, or even sometimes your superiors, because your analytical skill is way beyond. You would start looking at and try to, it's called critical thinking. In the job is called critical thinking. What is critical thinking? You have, and now we're talking about organizational, but that's okay. We have different pieces of information, data. Not many people can make a link between them and come up to a final conclusion or solution, right? That's what critical thinking is, and in a lot of organizations critical thinking is valued. This is critical thinking. We have lots of information there, we are analyzing it, we are thinking about it, and then we are coming to a final conclusion of that. So even in our jobs, this information or this knowledge will help us. Hazal usbu'a. Now, usbu'a. Now al usbu'a I'm saying is mansub. Now I should be questioning it. Why asbu'a means? What is asbu'a means? Morning, right? Morning. Why I'm saying it? It is mansub. Are we? Oh, sorry. We are number 3. Okay. Okay. So which? Okay. I moved. Sorry. Ayya suratin qara'ata ba'da salatul fajri, after the prayer of fajr. So we can say qara'atu, I read what? Surata. Then you can say Surat ar-Rahmani ba'da surat salatul fajri.
Is it salatul or salatil? Bada ke baad is it?
No, not all zarfu zaman would have the mudaf alayh. Number 4, ayya suratin hafizta, which surah you memorized. Now we are saying hazal usbu'a. Okay, hazal usbu'a. Al usbu'a is your zarfu zaman, morning, and haza is the badal. Actually haza is zarfu zaman and al usbu'a is the badal. This morning, which surah you memorized this morning, and you can say hafiztu surat al asri. Haza is zarfu zaman. Now, okay, do we know why haza is zarfu zaman? Yes, al asbu'a is your zarfu zaman technically, right? The adverb of time, but then before comes haza. Haza comes. So we are saying which surah you memorize this morning. Okay, this morning. So basically this is representing the zarfu zaman, and al asbu'a is the badal. Because, and what is the litmus test that we had learned? Remove haza from this sentence. Remove haza from this sentence. What remains? Yeah, it makes sense. And then remove al asbu'a from this sentence. We are pointing towards the morning, right? Because what is haza? Haza is ismu ishara. Ismu ishara lil qareeb. So this means that I am pointing towards the time, adverb of time, right? This. So the person knows that I am talking about the morning. So haza here is, even though it's ismu ishara, but it is also acting as zarfu zaman, and al-asbu'a is the badal. Number 5, abil ma'i al baridi ghasalta wajhaka am bil ma'il harun. Okay, let's analyze this one first. A comes. What is a? Yeah, istifham, right? Istifham.
Sorry, could you remind me the page? I missed the page number.
Page number is 39. 39. Yeah. We are exercise number 3. Question number 5. Abil ma'il baridi ghasalta wajhaka am bil ma'il har or harri. Okay, A is hamza to istifham, particle of interrogation. What did we learn here? Whenever there is a comes and comes, we have to separate the two. The first thing comes after a, and then after comes the second thing. Okay, so now we are asking somebody who's washed his face whether he washed it from the cold water or from the hot water. Okay, this is the question. So let's analyze this. Harfu istifham come a. So after harfu istifham, I have to bring the first thing. What is the first thing? bil ma'il baridi, with cold water. B is harf jar, al ma'i is your ism majroor, and al baridi is your naat, right? Naat. So after I bring the first thing with cold water. Ghasalta, you washed. Is it a transitive? Is it a transitive verb? Yes, it is a transitive verb. Do I need a maf'ulun bihi? Yes. Where is the maf'ulun bihi? Wajha, your face, and wajha ka, your face, not wajhuka, wajhaka. Wajh, technically wajhun is the face, but then it becomes mansub because it is acting as maf'ulun bihi, and the tanween is gone because it is mudaf. See, critical thinking. This is called critical thinking, analysis. So wajhaka, your face, you wash your face. Now comes, we bring first thing, then comes or bil ma'il hari, or with hot water, or with hot water. So, and this is a wonderful example, alhamdulillah, it just match. After comes whether you warned them or lam tunzirhum, not they are not being warned. Either or, whether or. Now translation is can bring a different taste, right, depending on the person, how he wants to understand it, and that's perfectly fine. I mean, if we go and then for this ayah, we can Google it, 3 or 4 different specimen of translation. Some people may have said, I mean, the one you showed me, Namai, the one you showed me, both had 2 different translations. I mean, we know what the concept is, but now what we are doing is we are actually analyzing it, like how the sentence is analyzed and then constructed. So we are saying, did you wash your face with cold water or with hot water? And we can say whatever we want. Number 6, I'm not going into the answers because we don't have much time. We are trying to finish the exercises today. Man ghasala qamisaka wa mandilaka. Man ghasala qamisaka. Now ghasala, what is the meaning of ghasala? He washed. I'm asking man, who washed? Is it a transitive verb? Yes. So wash what? Kamisa, ka, your shirt, wa mindila, and ka, your handkerchief, right? And I could say ghasalat ukhti, ghasalat binti, qamisi wa mindili, my shirt and my handkerchief. So we can say whatever we want. Number 4, annis al fa'il min kull. Annis means feminize, or okay, al fa'il, the doer of the action, fi in kulli min al jumla al atiyati, in all the following sentences, wadbit, and ad damir bishakal, and then change the damir in a proper form. Okay, so that's what we're doing. Let's take a look at, and this is a very easy exercise. Let's take a look at the example and then we can quickly do that. First one, we are talking to Hamid. Okay, asharibta shaya ya Hamid, did you drink tea, O Hamid? All I have to do is now change my second person from Hamid to Fatima, who is feminine. That's all I have to do. And once I do that, the file in the sentence, I have to use the feminine file. right? So when I say asharibta shaya, asharibta, ta will change into t. That's it. That's all I have to do. That's all I have to do. Okay, and I'm talking to Fatima now. So this is a beautiful exercise. Dr. Saab giving us curveball here and there, different exercises for us to comprehend about it. Now, number 2, katabta darsa ya Ali, did you write the lesson, O Ali? Now I am talking to Fatima again. Let's say we are talking to Fatima on all the questions. So what will happen? Akatabti. That's all I have to do. Ghasalta wajhaka ya akhi, did you wash your face? Oh my brother. Now I'm talking to oh my sister. Ya ukhti. So what should I say? Ghasalti wajhaki. Exactly, wajhaki. Now this is a good so ghasalti wajhaki, because now I have to feminize the entire question. So I would say ghasalti wajhaki ya ukhti. Number 4, ayya suratan ayya suratin hafizta ya bunayya. You see how I am correcting myself? I mean, there are no vowel signs in the old book, and I don't know if in the new book there are vowel signs. There are vowel signs there, but in the old book there are no vowel signs there. I don't have any vowel sign in my book, but I'm correcting myself. Ayya, then I think about, okay, ayya comes, okay, why I'm saying suratun or suratan? No, has to be suratin, because of ayya comes mudaf alayh, so it has to be suratin, right? Ayya suratin hafizta ya bunayya, which surah you memorized, oh my dear son. Then I'm talking to ya binti, oh daughter. Then I say ayya suratin hafizti ya binti. Very good. Number 5, fahimta darsal jadida ya Hashim, did you understand the lesson, the new lesson, oh Hashim? Now I'm talking to Fatima. So what will happen? Fahimti darsal jadida ya Fatima. That's all. Number 6, aina zahabta ba'da darsi ya akhi, aina zahabti ba'da darsi ya ukhti. This is very simple. Number 5, adibt ad-damir bil-shakal fi kulli min al-af'al al-wiradati fil jumla al-atiyati. Now just observe. Okay, now we are observing what is happening here. It's very simple. Ana zahabtu. Ana comes. What is ana? I. Zahabtu. I went ilal matari, to the airport, right? Now I'm talking to Yusuf, which is second person, ya Yusuf, because ya comes, that means Yusuf is in front of me. A zahabta ilal mal'abi ya Yusuf. Then I'm talking to my sister, ukhti, my sister, third person, zahabat hiya ilal mustashfa. And I'm talking to ya Fatima, oh Fatima, that means Fatima is in front of me, right? So I would say zahabti, zahabtu, zahabta, zahabat, zahabti. You know how what Dr. Saab is trying to teach us, how to use the proper fail and file in the sentence, right? That's all he's trying to teach us. Tambal ma yali, ponder the following: zahabat, zahabta, zahabti, and zahabtu. Now number 7, tamal masalal atayni. Okay, there are 2 examples, and just observe and ponder upon them. Okay, this is beautiful. Fahimta darsa ya Ali. Fahimta, did you understand? Understand what? Ad-darsa, the lesson, O Ali. What is the answer? Naam, yes. Fahim, tu, who, I understand or understood it. I understood it. And if he didn't understand it, if he didn't understand it, then what do we say? La, no. Ma fahim tu hu, I did not understand it, right? I didn't understand it. So just observe what's going on here. Okay. So the first one, the question is asked straightforward. Let's call it straightforward. In the second example, the question is asked in negation. Same question, but in negation. Amma fahimta darsa ya Ali, did you not understand the lesson, O Ali? So if the answer is in affirmative, positive, then you say bala. So naam will change into bala, and bala comes in Quran as well. Bala, of course. Fahim tuhu, I understood it. But if the answer is in negation, now what's happening here? Now the answer is in negation, the question is in negation and the answer is negation. You know how in algebra minus minus is plus, right? Minus minus is plus in algebra, we know that. So the question is in negation. Did you not understand the lesson? So who is the Ali? And Ali is agreeing with the fact. Naam, yes, 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 I agree. I did not. Ma fahimtuhu, I did not understand it. So instead of using la, he is using naam because he is agreeing to the negative question. So that's what Dr. Saab is trying to teach us. Number 8 is about the same thing. The answers are given. We have to come up with the questions. Okay. Now these exercises, write them. Writing will make us, and these exercises are left and right curveballs coming to us, but it's only to sharpen our mind. So in this short period of time we are doing these exercises. Go back to the videos, listen, and then try to do it yourself. It will only going to strengthen us. Number 8, Naam sharibtu. Somebody is saying yes, I drank. Somebody is saying it. I don't know who's saying it. Maybe Yusuf is saying, okay. Maybe Yusuf is saying yes. So what should be the question? Asharibta shaya, or al qahwa, whatever, or al ma'a, whatever we want, tea, coffee, or water. Asharibta shaya, ya Yusuf, did you drank the tea, O Yusuf? Ashaya, Yusuf, say naam, yes, sharibtu. Then we are asking Yusuf again something about writing, katabtu. I say, akatabtal jawabata, akatabtal darsa, ya Yusuf, did you write? Now these are straightforward questions, right? Straightforward questions, not in negation, because in negation it will be naam and with ma, harfu nafi ma, right? So that's what we're doing. So we are simply asking Yusuf, akatabtal darsa, did you write the lesson, Yusuf? And he said, naam katabtu, yes, I wrote it. Now comes bala, ra'i tu hu. Of course, I saw him. Ra is right there. Ra'itu, I saw. And who? I saw whom, or I saw what? Who? Him. I saw him, right? Of course I saw him. So the question would be straightforward or should be negation? In negation, ama, exactly. Ama ra'ital mudarrisa, did you saw the teacher? Ya Yusuf, O Yusuf. Okay, let's do Yusuf. Then comes naam ma qara'tu hazal kitaba fi baladi. Now again naam comes and ma comes. So that means the question was asked in negation again, and you're agreeing to it that he did not read this book in his country, right? He's agreeing to the fact. So the question would be, ama qara'ta hazal kitaba fi baladika, did you not read this book in your country? And you say naam, yes, he is agreeing to the fact that he did not read it. Ma qara'tu, I did not read. Hazal kitaba, haza is your maf'ulun bihi, al kitaba is your badal, fi baladi. Now I don't have the signs here, but this is, that's why I thought old books are more difficult, because you have to put the signs yourself. Yeah. Number 5, bala sami'tul azana. Now again, bala, that means the question was asked in negation, and he said, did you, of course I heard the azan, right? Of course I heard the azan. Amma sami'tal azana, did you not heard the azan? And you say bala, yes. Then the next one is la ma sami'tul azana. Now is question, I know la ma sami'tul azana, is that a straightforward question, or is it straightforward? Yes, straightforward. Asami'tul azana? He said no, la ma sami'tu, I did not heard the azan. And the last one is la ma darabtu hazal walad, I did not hit this boy. And again it's a straightforward question. Adarabtal hazal walada, did you hit this boy? And then he's saying la, no, ma, I did not hit this boy.
See, this is because it's the classical language.
It's the classical
language. में अगर आप जाएंगे ना, उर्दू में भी अगर कोई पूछे यार तुमने वो नहीं देखा, नहीं यार वो मैंने नहीं देखा, मतलब हम नहीं में ही आंसर कर रहे हैं.
Yes.
Even though we have to say yeah, हाँ,
Yes, we did not see.
Slang, इसी तरह इंग्लिश में भी है.
Yeah.
आपसे कोई पूछता है, didn't you see that? Yeah, no, I didn't see that.
I didn't see.
Even though you have to say yes, I did
Yes,
see that,
yes,
but
I did not see it.
no, I didn't.
Yeah.
Slang or classic का ये फर्क है.
That's the thing. So this is what Sheikh Riyad was saying, Fasih language. This is the language of Quran, right? Number 9, Iqra al amsilati. Read the following examples. Summa, then ajib, answer, anil as'ilatil atiyati, the following questions, musta'milan ad-damair, using the damair or the pronouns, the 4 pronouns, who, whom, ha and hunna. That's all Dr. Saab is saying. He is asking us to use who, whom, ha and hunna. And fortunately we have done ra'a. So ra'a, ra'ina, ra'ita, ra'ituma, and then we have to use either who, whom or ha. For example, if I am saying ra'itu, I saw him, so ra'itu who, I saw him. So first one is ra'ita hamidan, did you see Hamid? You say na'am ra'ituhu, yes, I saw him. We know ra'i is your fail, tu is your file, and who is your maf'ulun bi. I saw him. Number 2, araita hamidan wa hishaman wa aliyan. Now it's more than 2, that means I have to use whom, right? So I say naam raituhum. Araita zainaba, naam raita ha, because feminine, right? Yes, I saw her. Araiti zainaba wa aminata wa suada, did you see Zainab, Amina and Suad? I say naam raitu hunna. So we have to either who, whom, ha or hunna. Now first question, araita tullaba al jududa, did you see the new students? Now it's, what should I say? Naam raitu hum. Very simple, very good. Now I'm talking about Mudir, her sisters and her daughters, which means hunna should be there. Hunna should be there. Okay, so did you see the Mudir, the director, her sisters and her daughters? You say naam raitu hunna, yes, I saw them. Then I'm talking about al mudarrisa, which is who. So I say naam raitu who, yes, I saw him. Then comes aina, where, raiti, you saw whom, ukhta ki Maryam, ki, why? Because we are talking to Maryam now. Where did you see your sister, O Maryam? Then you say raitu ha, raitu, I saw her fil masjidi, fil madrasati, right? Number 5, Araita sayyarat al mudiri, did you saw car of the director? You say naam raitu ha, because we are talking about sayyaratu. Sayyaratu is feminine, singular, right? Number 6, aina raital atibba'a ya Ali, did you see the doctors, O Ali? Now you say naam raituhum. Where did you see the doctors? Aina, where did you see the doctors, O Ali? You say naam, yes, I saw raituhum fil mustashfa, I saw them in the hospital. And number 7, mata, when raital mudira ya Yunusu, when did you see the director, or Yunus? You say Ra'i to who, because I am talking about the mudir, third person, right? Ra'i to who, I saw him. When did you saw Yunus? Qabla salatu zahri, before the salah of Zuhr. Or mudira, exactly. Mudira tha. Yeah. Number 8, Araita Aminata wa Khatijata wa Barirata, did you see Amina, Khatija and Barira? Hunna, naam raitu hunna, that's it, naam raitu hunna. Number 10, Iqra al misalaini. Okay, now comes Anna. Anna is min akhwatu inna. What is the meaning of Anna? That, right? That. Anna is sister of Inna. What Inna does? Inna will always have a noun mansoob followed by it, and it will have khabar Inna. Inna lazina kafaru, right? Kafaru is your jumla failya, coming as a khabar for khabru Inna. Same thing Anna will done. Whatever Inna does, Anna does the same thing. Inna always comes in the beginning of the sentence. Remember that. Anna comes in the middle of the sentence. That's the difference. So first example is huwa maridun. He is sick. And if you want to say zanna, zanna is a verb. Zanna means to think. To think. And then when I say mudare, zanna, yazunnu. 5 in your pocket, yuzunnu, tazunnu, azunnu, nazunnu. Azunnu means I think, right? I think. So he's saying azunnu, I think, annahu maridun, that he is sick. Now you're putting a doubt in it, right? I think that he is sick. Now azunnu comes, is this a jumla failure? This is jumla failure, right? Jumla failure. Anna comes in the middle of the sentence. Where is ismu Anna? Who is, and where is khabar Anna? Maridun. Same as Inna. We have to find, whenever Anna comes, we have to find ismu Anna and khabar Anna. Ashadu Anna. Should I say Muhammadun? Should I say Muhammadan? Or should I say Muhammadin? Muhammadan. Muhammadan. Now this is Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin, because it is a majroor. So this is the difference. Number 2, al mudarrisu ma ja'ad, the teacher did not came. Then you say azunnu, I think, annal mudarrisa. Why mudarrisa? Because it is ismu Anna. Maja, I think the mudarris did not come. Number first, now let's do it very quickly. Number 1, anta tabibun, you are a doctor. Yes, you are a doctor, right? Alhamdulillah. But if somebody say azunnu, anta will change into ka. Azunnu annaka, I think you are that you are tabibun, you are a doctor. What is anna? Ismu anna. What are we looking for? Anna is harf, and then ismu anna is your ka, and tabibun is your khabar anna. Khabar anna. Huwa min al yabani. Azunnu, huwa will change into hu. Azunnu, I think, annahu. Now anna can come with all the 14 dhamires. Annahu, annahuma, annahum, annaha, annahuma, annahunna, annaka, annakuma, annakum, annaki, annakuma, annakunna, annani, annana. All 14 of them, right, comes. So when I say huwa min al yabani, then I say azunnu, I think. 8:30 is your class, right? Okay. So we'll just finish this exercise and we'll stop, and there's only two more exercises. We will inshallah finish next class and then move on to lesson number 7 inshallah. Yeah, thank you. Hiya maridatun, she is sick. Azunnu annaha maridatun, I think she is sick. Hum tullabun, they are students. Azunnu, I think, annahum tullabun, that they are students. Anti java, you are hungry. Azunnu, I think, annaki java, you are sick. Al maktabatu maftuhatun, the library is open. Azunnu, I think, annal maktabata maftuhatun, that the library, al maktabata ismu anna mansubun, maftuhatun is open. Al qahwata baridatun, the coffee is cold. Azunnu, I think, annal qahwata baridun, I think the coffee is, that coffee is cold. Muhammadun zahaba ila makkata, Muhammad went to Makkah. Azunnu, I think, Muhammadun will become Muhammadan, I think anna Muhammadan zahaba ila makkata. Fatimatu fil maktabati, Fatima is in the library. Then you say azunnu, I think, anna ha, anna Fatimata, I think that Fatima fil maktabati is in the library. Antum mudarrisuna, you are teachers. Azunnu, I think, annakum, I think that you are mudarrisuna, teachers. So write them down. We'll stop here inshallah, because Dr. Saab will have the tarbiyah sessions right after this.
Before you end, actually, so in the last tarbiyah session,
Yes.
so we analyzed few ayahs which is related to today's lecture as well.
Inshallah.
So ayah number 45 from Surah Al-Baqarah, we said that wasta'inu bis-sabri was-salah, it's difficult.
Wasta'inu, yes.
وَإِنَّهَا لَكَبِيرَةٌ إِلَّا عَلَى الْخَاشِعِينَ. So we said actually, so إِنَّهَا لَكَبِيرَةٌ إِلَّا عَلَى الْخَاشِعِينَ. So this is not difficult for those actually, so who humbly submit them. But the next ayah 46 is saying الَّذِينَ يَظُنُّونَ الَّذِينَ يَظُنُّونَ, and those who think أَنَّهُمْ مُلَاقُو, أَنَّهُم, and the يَظُنُّونَ and أَنَّهُم,
That they,
certainty.
certainty, yes.
They are thinking with certainty.
Yes.
أَنَّهُمْ مُلَاقُو رَبِّهِمْ.
They would not meet in, yeah.
So أَنَّهُم and
This is exactly what we're trying to achieve here. To think, A, understand the ayah, B, do the grammatical analysis, C, understand the emotions behind. This is exactly what we are trying to. Alhamdulillah, I think to some degree we are successful. To some degree we are successful. And then if we continue this journey, in couple of years, keep working. We have spent 16, 17, 18 years of our life to achieve PhDs or medical doctors or engineers or whatever we have done. Can we not just spend 2-3 years to understand the kalam of Allah?
Another big benefit from this course is, when you read different translations, you can figure out which translation is the closest.
Yes.
Right?
Yes,
Even if you can't do the translation, but you can feel that this is a
this is a better translation than this one, and this translation doesn't make much sense. And then first of and beyond that, we are understanding the Quran is its original language. We don't like sometimes even don't need. Yeah, I mean we do need translation for to aid. Like for example, if we're stuck, we need translation, but then we should be quickly able to figure it out. You know, this translation and many translations when you see, I mean, they are very loose translations, very loose. They do not. And second of all, most important thing is translation cannot explain the emotions. There are no words in this entire word that could explain your emotions towards me or my emotions towards you, or whenever we are talking about emotions we are feeling inside. There are no words there. For us to feel them, we have to understand the grammar. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها لها ما كسبت وعليها ما اكتسبت ربنا لا تؤاخذنا إن نسينا أو أخطأنا ربنا ولا تحملنا ما لا طاقة لنا به واعف عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا أنت مولانا فانصرنا على القوم الكافرين. If I have said something correct in this lecture, comes from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If I have said something wrong or if I have erred, it's my fault. That's all I have to say. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.